When I was a child, my planet Krypton was dying. I was sent to Earth to protect my cousin. But my pod got knocked off course, and by the time I got here, my cousin had already grown up and become Superman. And so I hid my powers, until recently when an accident forced me to reveal myself to the world. To most people, I'm an assistant at Catco Worldwide Media. But in secret, I work with my adoptive sister for the DEO to protect my city from alien life and anyone else that means to cause it harm. I am Supergirl.
Hello guys, it's Wade from Wade's Movie World. We got some TV news to talk about today, and as you can see, I'm wearing a Superman cap, a Superman t-shirt, and I'm sitting in front of one of my posters that has Superman and Supergirl. Now, this piece of news regards the TV show on the CW, Supergirl, which is about Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman's cousin from Krypton, Kara Zor-El, or Kara Danvers, who has played the girl of S.H.I.E.L.D. for 5 seasons, and they're going into the 6th season, and IGN and other sites who talk about pop culture and Hollywood news are reporting the same thing. And so I figured I would share this news with you guys. And I can kind of see how this is happening, because whenever we, as just real people or real Americans or real people of the world, you know, we like to watch TV and movies to get away from the drama of the day and maybe politics and crap like that. This show had a lot of real world politics in it, like it talked about the LGBTQ, you know, stuff that's going on in our real world. And I think people just got sick of it, and so that is why this is happening. And I liked the show, but I hated the show because it put real world politics into this show, and that I couldn't stand. So let me read you this article from IGN.com. It was posted at 3 p.m., so about an hour or so ago. This was written by Laura Prudhomme and Jesse Shadeen of IGN, and they posted it today at 3 p.m. So the headline is Supergirl ending after season 6. Final episodes will premiere in 2021. Okay, so we've already got seasons 1 through 5. And I say the best season, as far as avoiding all the politics and stuff, was season 1. Season 1, they kind of left all that crap out, but then season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, they just kind of drug out those politics. And other CW shows are guilty of that, but for some reason, Supergirl, they just threw it at you and threw it at you and threw it at you just nonstop. And I think, like I said, people like me, just regular people, just got sick of it. And that's probably why this show is ending. I wouldn't be a bit surprised that that's the reason why this show is ending. So again, Supergirl ending after season 6. Final episodes will premiere in 2021. The Girl of Steel is hanging up her cape. Now, just because this show is going off the air doesn't mean that Supergirl Melissa Benoist won't appear in like The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Stargirl, and then I read today that they're trying to get a show for DC's Swamp Thing off the ground. So we'll see what happens with that. And Superman and Lois is coming, which I'm really excited about, and hopefully they leave all the real world politics out of that show, and it won't be a turnoff like this show was. So anyway, here's what the article reads. The Girl of Steel is taking her final flight. Supergirl will end after season 6, the CW just announced. The upcoming 6th and final season will begin production later this month in Vancouver and is set to premiere in 2021. The final season will consist of 20 episodes. Filming on season 5 was interrupted by the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic after 19 episodes had been produced, making it the shortest season of the superhero franchise to date. Well, that same thing happened to The Flash, and probably some other shows as well, that the coronavirus pandemic interrupted the filming of those shows and those stories for that particular season. I think it was season 6 of The Flash. Maybe it was season 6, season 7, I don't know, one of those seasons. But anyway, Like the majority of the Arrowverse, Season 5 ended on a narrative cliffhanger thanks to the pandemic, with Lex Luthor defeating Leviathan and the Luthor family set to pose an even greater threat to the world in Season 6. We'll likely see more of John Cryer's Lex Luthor and the rest of the Luthor clan in 2021, possibly paving the way for some of these characters to transition over to the CW's upcoming Superman and Lois spinoff. And, a lot of people don't like or haven't taken too well to Tyler Hoechlin's Superman. I thought he was great. Do I think he's as good as Christopher Reeve? Well, hell no. Do I think he's as good as Henry Cavill? No. Do I think he's as good as Brandon Routh? No. But he's still a good Superman, for the Arrowverse, I think. The new series will star Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch as the titular couple who were both introduced on Supergirl. So, of course, Clark Kent, Superman, and Lois Lane. Supergirl has had a hero's journey worthy of any good comic run. It initially premiered on the CW's supporting sibling network, CBS, in October of 2015 before shifting over to the CW for Season 2 and all the other seasons as well. During its time on CBS, the show hosted a groundbreaking inter-network crossover between Supergirl, Melissa Benoist, and CW's The Flash, Grant Gustin, marking the first time a character from the CW had appeared on CBS. Supergirl has played a role in every Arrowverse crossover since the show moved over to the CW, but even before the show's ending was announced, CW boss Mark Pedowitz implied that next year's Arrowverse superhero crossover will be much smaller in scale than the likes of Crisis on Infinite Earths and will likely focus on a crossover between Superman and Batwoman. That's another one that's probably going to get canceled here pretty soon. I've heard a lot of people haven't taken well to Batwoman. The only thing I like about Batwoman is the theme song. I think the theme song was great, or the theme score rather. So, do I hope that the CW brings Batman into the mix? Yes. Hopefully that'll happen soon, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The Arrowverse has been a lucrative and long-running franchise for the CW since it kicked off in 2012 with Arrow. Well, that's true, but if they want to get really specific about it, really it didn't kick off with Arrow. Really, if you want to get really technical about it, it kicked off with Smallville. But as far as the big Arrowverse is concerned, they're talking about starting off with Arrow. Arrow, the flagship series, ended earlier this year, making Supergirl only the second Arrowverse series to call it quits so far. The Flash, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, and Black Lightning are still ongoing, with Superman and Lois set to join the roster next year. Well, they also have, like I said, they've got Swamp Thing coming up, and they've also got, I think, Stargirl's going as well, so they've still got a pretty good amount of shows going. Season 5 of Supergirl starred Melissa Benoist, Kyler Leigh, Katie McGrath, Jesse Rath, Nicole Maines, A.Z. Tassifé, I hope I said that name right, Andrea Brooks, Julia Gonzalo, Staz Nair, and David Harrowith with special guest star John Cryer as Lex Luthor. The show is executive produced by Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schieter, Robert Rovner, Jessica Queller, and Rob Wright. So, and then at the end of this article, it asks the questions, what do you think of Supergirl's impending ending? Well, like I said, I think, no, they're not saying it in this article, but I think part of the ending of this show and why it's ending is because, and it had some heavy backlash with fans who had not appreciated all the politics that they put into this show from our real world, LGBTQ or whatever the hell it's called. They've talked about, not directly, but they've mentioned, the president, Trump, not by name, but some stuff that's been going on with that. And so, yeah, I remember I had some friends, well, they're friends now, but when I was teaching school, one of my parents said to me, of one of my students, said, yeah, me and my daughter and son, we watched that show the first season and absolutely loved it. And then the second season started, and with all the political crap that they threw into it, we stopped watching. We turned it off. We wouldn't watch it again. So, you know, that's what happens. You know, people get tired of politics. They don't want politics in their shows. They just want good stories. And am I going to be sad to see this show go? Yes and no. It's been a good show, but I think it would have been better without the politics and all that junk. But I'm excited about Superman and Lois. I'm still glad we have the Flash going. I haven't seen Stargirl yet. I haven't seen Black Lightning yet. Anxious to see what they do with Swamp Thing. And I've seen a couple episodes of Legends of Tomorrow. But other than that, yeah. So, you know, let's just say I'm not going to be sad to see this one end like I was really upset and sad to see Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. end. So, anyway. So that's the news coming out of Hollywood as far as the CW and the DC universe on television is concerned. So I will say good night. God bless. I love you all. And I will talk to you again in the next video. So long.
You're on fire! You don't seem that bothered by the fact that you're on fire.
I didn't need you to save me.
You just fell from a skyscraper, so if I hadn't been there, you would have gone splat.
I have to get back to the city.
Okay. It's a new one. Thought I was the impossible. How did you do that?
I'm Supergirl.
You're who now?
Sorry, I was just a little disoriented from the scream. How did you save me?
Well, you fell out a window, and I caught you and ran you all the way out here, which I did not mean to do, but I've been working on my speed, and guess I'm faster than I thought.
Yeah, yes, but Who are you?
I'm the Flash.
The who now?
Wait, do you not know who I am?
Should I?
What about the Green Arrow? Black Canary? Firestorm? Atom? Zoom?
Sorry.
Not as sorry as I am. Hey. I'm Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive. I also think that I am on the wrong Earth. I'm gonna need your help.